Welcome to Artistry. My name is Lidya Kimeu from SOS Technical Training Institute, Buruburu. We are learning how to make a short. Having learned how to cut the pieces and the pieces for the short, today we are going to learn how to attach the hip pocket. Welcome. As a reminder, these are our side pieces, which we shall attach to the pocket bags, and then attach the pocket bag to the short front piece. Welcome. We will start off with attaching the side pieces to the pocket bag. One pocket bag, two pocket bags for the left hand side, and two pocket bags for the right hand side. Then one side piece for the right hand side and one side piece for the left hand side. I will start. Ensure that you have threaded your machine. As you sit on the machine, be comfortable. Then pick your pocket side piece, right sides together. Notice how I am separating the pieces. This should be the piece for this side. Right sides together. Place your side piece on top of your pocket bag and fold the outer edge. And it is this edge that you shall attach to the side piece using a seam we call the overlaid seam. Ensure that the side seams for the pocket are even and all the raw edges for the pocket side piece are concealed under, as this will ensure that there are no fabric pieces on the inside or threads on the inside to hold the wearer's hands. When you get to the corner, pivot by leaving your needle down and raising your presser foot. Continue stitching. Ensuring that you fold your piece correctly. Always reinforce your stitching line at the beginning and at the end. Trim your thread and at the point where you started. This is the way your side piece should look when it is attached to the pocket bag. Ensure that there are no threads peeping from underneath and that it lies flat. Once you have done that, do the same for the other side, ensuring that your pieces do not end up being on one side. Fold your piece once again. Making sure that your side seams are aligned or lie together. Reinforce your stitching as you start. and stitch. Notice I'm taking time to ensure that my raw edges are tucked under, and using the overlaid seam attaching the side piece. When you get to the corner, pivot, turn, and continue stitching. If your thread breaks like mine, the way it has broken, just rethread. Begin at the point where the thread broke. To ensure you have no loose ends, cut off the loose ends that may be there. To ensure that you have neat work, begin your stitching. Pivot, and continue stitching. Cut off any hanging threads. Yeah. Both on the wrong side and on the right side. And that is how the other piece looks. If I'm to put these pieces together, you realize that one goes to the right-hand side and the other goes to the left-hand side. That's how your pieces should be, opposite, because one is for the right-hand side and the other is for the left-hand side. We shall now attach these pocket bags to the short. We'll start off by attaching the pocket bag that does not have the side piece together. Mark and make sure that your short, the right-hand side, the left-hand side is on its own and the right is on its own. I've put my pieces together. Take the piece that does not have the side piece, place it to the wrong side of the left-hand side pocket and fold the pocket mouth and top stitch it. Your top stitching has got to be straight and neat because it shall be seen. It has got to be even. Cut your thread as you stitch. That is the way it should look. Now, you realize that there is this part that is hanging on the inside. We shall top stitch this part to the pocket bag alone. To the pocket bag alone. And you fold it. Both pieces together. . You could also use an overlock to neaten this end. Or even zigzag stitches. Once you finish, reverse stitch. And cut off the hanging threads. Do the same for the right hand side. Notice the way I am placing the pieces together so that I do not get confused or interchange them. Mouth is the same in length, so place your piece and mark that point. Then similarly fold your piece and top stitch. Remember, your top stitching has got to be continuous. And then neaten by folding the hanging piece onto the pocket bag. When you get to the corner pivot, this is still the overlaid seam. Now we shall attach the pocket bags together. Right sides together. Take your seam allowance. Remember to always start with reverse stitching. When you get to the corner, gradually turn. Gradually turn. Go around the pocket bag. And finish off. When you finish your stitching, remember to always cut off your hanging threads. Neaten as you work. That's our pocket bag. We can stitch it down at the side. And also at the waist, just to hold it down and ensure that it doesn't hang wrongly. Hold just a section because you will need to overlock around the pocket bag. That is how our pocket should look after it is done. I can put my hand inside and you see there is a pocket. So do the same for the other side. Place the pocket bags right sides together. Ensure they are equal at the end, around, and stitch around. When you get to the corner, turn gradually. So that you have a curve or a rounded pocket bag. On this side too, stitch down your pocket. And on the side too. Yes, that's our left-hand side pocket. Now we shall go to the overlock so that we overlock the raw edges, meaning we will have knitted them, because the next time we shall touch this, we shall be attaching it to the back. Let us go and overlock. The overlock is a machine that knittens the raw edges. It is a special machine and it uses 3 to 5 threads. The machine that I shall be using uses 3 threads. And basically it locks or stitches the raw edges and covers it with thread to ensure that our pocket will not be fraying or thread will not be coming off from the ends from our seam allowance, meaning our pocket bag remains as it is while it is still in use. We are now at the overlocking machine. This is the overlock machine. We have our 3 threads, and the overlock has a right side and a wrong side. When you want to overlock, you place the right side on the top and the wrong side on the under. This is the side that shall be seen as the short is being worn. Therefore, this is the side that shall go on top and the other under. And we start our overlocking. Ensure there are no other pieces underneath the overlock, as they shall be cut off, since the overlock machine has a knife at the edge. Neaten around the raw edges. And cut off the thread. Do the same for the other side. Carefully and neatly and cut off that end. We have now overlocked both ends. Cut off your raw edges or the hanging threads. And now we shall go and iron our pieces. We shall now iron our piece. Start with the right hand side first. When you get to the iron, there are digits that show the heat or the temperature of the iron. On your fabric, you should use 1 at 3 or at cotton or linen because it is medium weight. If you're using the lightweight, use the wool setting. So iron your piece to ensure that your pocket mouth lies flat. This is what we are calling the pocket mouth. Ensure that it lies flat. You can see that. Then turn to the wrong side and iron. Do the same for the other side. And our pocket is now ready. This is how the hip pocket should look. This piece is ready to be attached to the back of the short. We have now come to the end of today's lesson. I am Lidya Kimeu from SOS Technical Training Institute, Buruburu. Watch for the next lesson to see how to work the back pocket. Thank you.